So there are no races yet. Riding with a large group is still a concern. Your motivation is not that high, so what will you do to stay sane and still be motivated? How are you doing today, guys? In today's video, we decided to do a super mini race. So this race is only between 5 friends. They are doing this every week so that they will be motivated to go out and train even just for 3 sessions per week to prepare for their scheduled friendly race every weekend. Well, I can't join them often because of my schedule, but this time we are blessed to have this kind-hearted people and adjusted their schedule to mine, so that is why we're able to join. Well, this race is from Silay City proper up to Lantawan. It is only 27 kilometers. However, once you reach kilometer 15, it will be a climb until the finish line. So there will be flat roads in some portions of this course, but mostly hills and some are unforgiving. Well, at this point, if you notice, Happy went closer to me. Actually, we already laid out a plan so that Kakard will not win this mountain stage. So this is an individual race, however, we just want Kakard to lose because this guy will really embarrass you or really reduce you to lowliness if you lose. So this guy doesn't have a little humbleness and is always very proud of himself. But wait, I'm not telling you that this guy is nasty, okay? He is only showing this attitude when training or racing. So these are his ways to motivate fellow riders. We don't take his irritating jokes after the ride seriously. For those who don't know him, he might be intimidating, but this guy is cool and kind. And we share the same objective that hopefully more people will like and embrace the active lifestyle. And one more thing, I think I mentioned this in my previous video, that you need to have a positive mindset, that you are strong and fast. So if you ask this guy before the race if what's his condition, you will never hear that he is not 100% or lack of training, even if he is. In short, he is really above himself. Just kidding, Card. Seriously, the race is boring without him. By the way, guys, if you've been cycling for quite a while, you should know by now your strength and your weakness. So for me, I love the incline and I'm really bad on flats. So we're approaching kilometer 15, and if you can remember, this is where the fun starts for me since this is the start of the hills. So try to notice I'm positioning myself to have a clear way if I decided to do an attack on these hills. Remember that I made an alliance with Happy, right? So we're good if it's me, Happy, Dino, or Nunoy will win the race, but not Kakard, remember? So we will not allow him to trash talk us for a week or until the day that he will be dethroned as the Mountain King. So look closely, guys. Happy did an attack, but I just let him go. It's okay not to chase him since we are on the same team on this race, so if he will win, I will still be glad because our plan worked. Anyway, one of the reason also why I let Happy go is because Kakard is behind my wheel, so I reduce the pace so that Happy can do a breakaway. At this point, I'm thinking that Kakard will notice and will jump to chase Happy. However, I did not sense any action from Kakard, so I decided to go as well. Yeah, by the way, guys, before the race, my partner here told me that if I see him slowing down, I'll just go ahead. And I just found out for some reason he is not in full condition during this race, but I don't want to go into details of that because I'm pretty sure that he don't like excuses as well. So I decided to go on. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to bank some pretty good distance away from Kakard. So if you are always riding with a group of the same faces, you will know their strengths and weaknesses also. So I'm pretty sure that Kakard is struggling on climbs by now, so I'm taking advantage of it and I'm trying my best to break away from him. But at the back of my mind, he will also take advantage on some areas of this course to chase and get closer to me. Knowing him as a very experienced cyclist, I'm pretty sure that he will catch up soon. I will just cut this video since it's kinda boring at this point because we are just riding alone. So let's try to jump at the point where Kakard was able to overtake. So it's 3 kilometers away from the finish line and this is the longest and the hardest 3K for me. My breathing is really heavy at this point, my legs are tired as well, and during this moment I doubted myself if I will make it since Kakard is slowly gaining distance away from me. However, I am not raising the white flag yet because if I will not get him on this hill, there will be another uphill ahead that I can use on my advantage, but I hope that we can regain the first position here because there is also a flat road ahead that he can use to gain a good distance from me. Notice what happened here, guys. You also need to look closely at your opponent's body movement. So at this point, the rider in front shows a sign of struggle since the upper body is starting to sway and the pedaling is very heavy that you might think that it could stop any moment. When I saw that, my confidence went up since I saw another opportunity to gain the first position. Now this is another error of the rider in front, and this is the major reason why we're able to get him. Actually not really an error because this is one of those techniques that you can do especially if the climb is so steep. So you can do a zigzag to lessen the angle of the climb. So it's risky because you will end up occupying the other lane and what if another vehicle is approaching with a high speed? Anyway, the rider in front is not a newbie, so I'm sure that he already scanned the area before doing this. And going back, because he is doing a zigzag, the travel time that he consumed become doubled compared to what I'm doing, which is riding in a straight line only. Now this is the flat area that I am concerned about earlier that Kakard will use for his advantage. And just as I suspected, he was able to get me again, but this time I'm a little more confident because we are not that behind and I'm looking forward to that last hill where I will be giving my all to create a bigger distance for me to have a buffer on another flat road before the finish line. And this is the final hill that I'm talking about. I gave all that I got on this hill to the point that my legs just feels like exploding and I can hear the pounding of my heart also. I slow down because my tank is empty, but still worried that I may not accomplish our mission to dethrone Kakard on this race. At this point, I don't have anything to give anymore to increase the speed. I'm not even looking back so that I can focus in the remaining distance of the race, and anxious at the same time that he might just pass me by. By the way guys, let me just share something. I don't know if it's just me, but every time I pass by this part here, I feel so relaxed and somehow rejuvenated. It may be psychological, but I'm blaming it on the trees at the side. They're so refreshing to look at. I'm very happy with our performance for today. Our plans worked and our efforts paid off. The most important thing is we can silence Kakard for the meantime and no trash talk for the whole week. But I'm pretty sure that he will not let this pass. I'm positive that he will prepare and come back strong and louder on the next race. That's it for today guys, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this mini race that we did, and I really do hope that you have some takeaways on this video. So please do subscribe and care to share this channel to someone you know as well that might find my content helpful. And you might want to tap that bell icon for you to be notified every time I upload a new one. By the way, special thanks to Dino Pison for the Voler cycling kit that we're wearing today. So remember guys to stay fit, stay safe, and see you on the road.
Wait mo! Hindi dati ka permit. Wala, late ako!
Dami ko, nawalan si Git eh.
Pagkalon?
Hindi.
Sa mga tikalon.